Hello darlings, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, get your boosters, and here's the video. Hello darlings, it's Brandy here. Today we are doing a bunch of stuff for a Kirby set, but first, it's shameless promotion time! Okay, y'all, some of this stuff you've seen before, some of it you haven't, but I guarantee it's the lowest prices around, alright? Because they are rock bottom, so you definitely want to pick some of these up. The Kitty and Friends box, there's only one. The Summer Fun box, there's only two. So if you want those, you need to jump on that. And then we have the cameos, the animal print rhinestones, the Summer Fun pack, which is fire! All these glow-in-the-dark stickers. The Witchy is my favorite. Yeah, so come to the website. Please don't forget to use our ambassador codes KF10, SherieBaby10, Sassy10, or Lisa10 to save yourself 10% on your entire order, okay? So that's an even extra savings bonus for y'all. I know this is a long one for me, but there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, so let's get on to the video. Okay, this first part is in regular speed because I want to do a little quick tutorial about stamping and how I personally do it. Now I am using my She Modern jelly stamper. It's reinforced. That means that there's plastic on the back so that the stamper itself will not come through. So, because that does happen sometimes. So I'm taking my little lint roller brush and I am just quote-unquote priming the stamper. Now, originally, I was just going to do straight yellow yellow stars on the pink. But it didn't really pop the way I was expecting. So I decided to do some double stamping and put the white underneath the yellow so that it'll really show greatly. Okay, so now to the tutorial part. Now, of course, I zoomed in, so some of this is out of frame. I'm still working on it. So I just get focused in what I'm doing sometimes, and I just forget, that I'm actually filming. Now, I am using the She Modern sticky stamping polish, and it doesn't dry quickly, which is really good for new people so that you don't feel like you have to be rushed. Because if the actual polish dries on your stamper, it's not going to apply to the nail. So when I do my images, I cover the full image with the polish. I take the card and I swipe it at a 45-degree angle, very, very lightly, like almost no pressure, just enough so that it rubs that extra off. And then I place it on the nail where I'd like. So the big thing with the stamping polish, the sticky stamping polish, like I said, is there's no rush. It doesn't dry quickly. So you can take your time. And yeah, I know for beginners especially how hard it is to learn how to stamp, because it took me 6 months to get a clean image, okay? It was before my channel. I was watching all these YouTube videos, and it just was never made clear, because I have a heavy hand and stuff, so I was putting pressure on there, and I ended up taking off most of the polish, so it wasn't transferring to the stamper correctly. Okay, I'm going to try to do it in time this time instead of just whatever. Okay, so I covered the image that I'm going to use with the sticky stamping polish. Cover the full image, which is a small one for this one, but, whatever. Take the card at the 45-degree angle, swipe it lightly, and I'm a big roller when it comes to picking up the image, but some people are a musher. I don't know about any other actually techniques when it comes to that. You're either a roller or a musher, but rolling can go, left to right, right to left, up to down, however you're feeling it. And when it comes to scraping, I do whatever's comfortable. So I end up usually turning it like the way that it is now so that I can swipe left to right. But occasionally an image will not work that way and I'll have to turn it and swipe a different way. So you know, it's all subjective, and it takes a lot of practice because there's so many things that go into picking up a good image. I mean, the temperature of the room matters, the type of polish matters, the type of stampers matter, the plate itself, like, is it etched well or is it not? I mean, there's just so many things that go into it. So even people who are fabulous, marvelous on nails, like Miss Natalie Mudridge, my girl Sassy, she just did a collab with Natalie Mudridge using the She Modern sticky stamping polish, because Sassy is a huge fan of hers, and she was watching a recent video and she couldn't get the image right, and she really wanted to be able to stamp. So it goes to show you that even people who have been doing nails for years still can have problems trying to stamp. So that collab is out now. I will leave a link in the description box if you'd like to go watch either of the videos. So I'll leave both links. So back to our nails now. Oh, and the end of the story is she got the She Modern polish, Natalie Mudridge, and she's able to stamp now. So, and then hence the stamping collab with her and Sassy, because Sassy was the one who mentioned it to her and got her to try it. So now, you know, the lady is stamping beautifully. And the set that Sassy did is, mwah, in her words, it's perfect. So beautiful. So those are the nails up on the left-hand side of the screen. And of course, she used some of my gold leaves and the glow-in-the-dark roses. Yes, girl, representing. And she did beautiful with the whole sepia tone thing. They came out marvelous. Okay, so what I've been doing here, obviously, is going over the white stars with the yellow stars. And I'm cleaning it off with the lint roller. You can also use the She Modern cards. I've never had luck with the Aliexpress cards, you know, like to get into like a little corner of the star to clean it off, because the brush will end up taking the whole star out, or at least part of it. But the She Modern stuff works great, works wonderful. I mean, it definitely is a huge change for stamping. Now, with the stars, I was a little disappointed at first because the stars were not covering completely, but I actually like that it's a little off now. Like, after I looked at it, you know, again, I think that just makes it really cute with the whole Nintendo thing going on. Okay, while I'm going into this, I am going to tell you a bit more about Kirby. It's a Nintendo game that is kind of old, and it has like the old school graphics. And basically, Kirby is fighting to protect his home on the distant planet of Popstar from a variety of threats. So, you know, each land or each level is a different part of the star planet or whatever it is that he lives on, right? So one of the star's corners is a lava landing, and I guess it's the second part of the game. So I took a little creative license here and sort of made it how I want it, because y'all know my freehand painting is straight garbage. Now, I did want to leave this in because I attempted to roll the image on, and it was just not having it. So I had to wipe it off with rubbing alcohol, which if you get to it quick enough, you can. But if it's already dried on there, because it's regular stamping polish, and the fact that it's so pigmented they make it dry quicker. So I ended up doing a mush, and I'm not a big fan of mushings because I have broken, you know, other stampers with it. Like, you know, like it cracks, and then you can't really pick up a good image, and it's garbage. So I did a musher on that one. And with regular stamping polish or She Modern polish, I recommend cleaning the image like after 3 times or so. I don't clean it in between every one, but part of the stars, the yellow stars not fitting on the white, I think was because I was just busting through it really quick. And around the edges, some of the polish had dried. So, Here I am again cleaning it up with my lint roller, but you got to be very, very careful. Like I said, you can use the card. If it's a She Modern card, you can try it with other Aliexpress cards, but it never worked for me. So yeah, that's up to you. So I wanted the highest flame to be in the middle so that it looked like Kirby was jumping over the flame. So it ended up working okay in the end. I still had that little part on the side that was not quite how I wanted it. So, you know, I did a lot of tapping, and I ended up, I think, redoing it one more time, and that's when I did the smush, but I'm not positive if I recorded it or not. Oh no, I might have just stuck with this one. I don't know. But it ended up looking up really, really cute. And every time I looked down on my, you know, through the camera, I felt like I was looking at mustard, like when you eat a hot dog and you just, you know, you wipe your face and the thing is all yellow. Now for this one, I sped it up because you saw enough of that. The painting, I was going to do an ombre, but I was not in the mood to mess with it because ombres, even sponging or with a brush or whatever, are a pain in my ass, so I don't really use them. And the reason why I went with this image is because one of the things he has to clear is a palm tree that like throws coconuts or pineapples at you. I don't know, but it throws stuff at you. So here I wanted to leave in, this is an oil-based quick dry top coat, and when I am using stamping, whenever I stamp, I use this, and I am floating the polish down so that there is no smudging and no issues like that. And what floating is you put a large amount on the top of the nail and you move the liquid down without putting any pressure on the actual nail. You're only moving the liquid. So I am not going to do all the nails, like I'm not going to show you them all, but I did want to at least kind of show the technique, even though it's very well, not very sped up, but, you know, sped up because this video is long enough as it is. Now, the middle nail is Kirby with a knife, okay? It's the original meme was, this guy has been standing outside of my place for the past 30 minutes. I've called the police, but they haven't shown up yet, right? So then, you know, a whole bunch of other memes, it went viral and everything. So when I first searched Kirby and, you know, the games and everything, that came up like kapow, kapow, like everywhere. So of course your girl had to do it, even though my skills are a little less than, you know, what I would appreciate. You would think that making a little knife would be easy, but let me tell you, I had some struggles, okay? So instead of using regular carving gel, I used the nail tip glue gel, however you want to call it, nail tip gel. It's great for après dupes. It's great for oversized kawaii charms. It's just, I love it. I love it. So I did a little knife, and then I figured I would take that, roll it up, and then smush the knife part, and it would be fine, right? But no, of course that can't work, right? So the actual gel stuff was sticking to my gloves. So I'm trying to do it with a gel brush, you know, like a poly gel brush, and it's rolling all over the place, and it's sticking to my gloves, and ugh, it was just a hot ass mess, right? See, so I'm trying to roll it, but then I can't stop it from sticking to me. And you know, even after I got it out of the lamp and wiped it multiple times, it was still fucking sticking to my gloves. So I ended up taking off my gloves in the end and doing it, but it took way too long for something that was so easy. But isn't that always the way that it goes? Like baby boomers and hombres, you think that they're easy, right? But no, they're a pain in the ass. And then like the more complicated ones, it's just like boom, 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 done. And it's like, the fuck? I could do something like this, but the easy stuff, no, I can't do, right? If you're still watching this video, please hit the like button, let your girl know you are here, leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing and definitely hit that bell. Otherwise, you will miss future uploads because that's just how YouTube works. They go by engagement. So liking, sharing, commenting, you know, you can even dislike. It doesn't matter as long as you're getting people to respond to you. And then that way, the algorithm will send my videos to other people who watch nail videos that don't know me. So it is a quick, free, and easy way to support any YouTuber. So please, please, and thank you. Mwah, mwah. Okay, so I finally get it in a good position, right? And then this happens. I was so fucking pissed, man. Oh my god, I was so pissed. So I ended up, like I said, taking off my gloves and doing a whole new one because I was just so frustrated with that one. I wanted to freaking throw it out the window. And I couldn't get it to attach back, so I started over fresh. Okay, I know it's sort of hard to see, but I did a little filing with it. It still didn't come out perfect, but after all that mess, it is what it is, right? Okay, so here I'm going in with black paint for the handle, and I'm using my super, super skinny brush, you know, the smallest, thinnest one that I have. And this part went okay, except the knife was still sticking to my gloves, even after I rubbed it, you know, with a piece of towel and rubbing alcohol. You know, that usually gets rid of the inhibition stuff, but nope, see, look, it's stuck. Okay, for the next part, I use this like molten metal silver looking polish. Now with all these types of polishes, you need to mix them, even the silver. And when you first get them, you know, they're like regular consistency, but as time goes on, they end up getting really thick and soupy. And then you have to buy new ones, of course, because like I said in my other video, after 2-3 years or so, you really should be cycling out polishes and getting new ones because there are expiration dates on them. So you don't want to poison anybody or yourself. Like for my press-ons for YouTube, okay, not a big deal, right? Because I don't usually wear them. But, you know, for ones that I sell for people or what may have you, I always make sure that, you know, it's as healthy as you can be. So again, I'm taking that super thin brush and I am just coating it with the molten silver. And both times I ended up putting my hand into the lamp because the thing was stuck to my fingers. So they cured properly and that was good. I'm not so happy with the shape of the knife, but I did try to file it and it was not working very well, and I didn't want to have to go back and try to make another one, so I kind of just settled for it. But it gets the point across, and you know, it got me a little more practice and insight how to use those type of products as far as carving goes anyway, because I'm awful with carving. I'm awful, and it doesn't matter if it's acrylic or carving gel or this stuff. I overdo it. I don't stop when I know I should stop, and I keep fiddling with it, and then, you know, it ends up garbage. So yeah, that's what's up with that. Okay, so the little Kirby's, I am just giving the backs a little buff so that they will stick better. I am actually going to use the regular nail tip glue, like the air dry ones, because with the kawaii stuff, especially the larger charms, I've found that the stuff around the edges will cure, but the stuff like directly underneath it will not. So like the UV drill gel glue will not dry underneath, it will only go around the sides. So I have started using the regular nail tip glue air dry, and then I will go around it with the regular drill gel glue or what may have you to actually seal it in very well. So I am applying the air dry glue. I am going to let it dry for a little bit before I actually try to put it on the nail. And the fire one and the tropical one were perfect, but the one with the knife was giving me a hard ass time because it wasn't going to be centered on the nail because there had to be room for the knife. So like I said, those went on there, dried great. I top coated them in. They are matte charms, so I didn't go over the top of the Kirby charms, but I did go over the top of the knife, so that thing is not going anywhere. But I got it on the tropical one nice and easy after that. But, you know, it was a little fiddly at first, but it's, like I said, it's better than having, you know, you bump your hand and you find out that it's not dry underneath and it's a big pain, it's sticky, and all that stuff. And I think with the one for the tropical plant, tropical nail, I mean, it was already too dry because I was trying to put the other ones on. So, like I said, I got it on in the end, and I top coated it in, so, you know, it's not going anywhere, right? See? Nice and easy, but they do have to be level when you're using this because there's no consistency, like there's no thickness or, you know, to keep it in there. So, like I said, I decided to use the nail tip glue, and after that, it worked out perfectly. Okay, so here I am getting it all on there, making sure they're smushed all good and they're not gonna move. And then I put it in the lamp, of course, to cure it. And I did top coat over it, but here's me top coating those in. So basically, I'm just trying to get under there and get as much of the surface as possible to really lock in that charm on there. Okay, so those are on there, and I am just straight up going in with the top coat. And like I said, I top coated that knife right on there, and I'm just doing the same thing underneath. I'm pushing some gel up in there so that it will be secure around the edges as well. And yep, like I said, going right over that knife and the little goopy part that was sticking up as well. Because it does have that weird inhibition layer, so I wanted to make sure that there would be no fuzzies or anything sticking to it, right? So, yeah. Okay, this is the final set. What do you think? I think they came out super, super cute. I'm very happy with them. Don't forget that the Kirby's are on the website. You get 3 pairs, you know, 2 of each type, so that you can do 2 hands, of course. You get 6 pieces for $1.69. Don't forget to come and check out the website, www.brcnailstipsxpieces. Don't forget to use the ambassador code TreeBaby10, KF10, Sassy10, or Lisa10 to save yourself 10% on your entire order. Don't forget to check out Sassy's video with her collab with Natalie Mudridge. Show her some love because, yes, the set is beautiful. And I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.